Hey, what's up? It's Joey here from Bulletproof for BJJ. Little known secret, I am a yellow belt in Judo. I received that belt when I was about 6 years old. I then got kicked out of class because I didn't cut my nails in time for the next session. That's a long story, but I made it in Jiu-Jitsu and I got a black belt there, and I also know some shit when it comes to building a strong mobile body for grappling. So whether you're a Judo fighter and stand-up's your thing, or whether you're more of a grappler and you're fighting more on the ground, what we're looking at today is mobility through the shoulder. And when we're talking about the shoulder, we're also talking about the chest, all right? We get super tight here. When we're standing up, pushing and pulling a lot, we're building a lot of tension through that area. Tension is good, it helps us to be strong, but when we have too much of it, it stops us from moving and it can create injury potential. Further, when you're grappling, you're getting more into this rounded posture position, or if you're fighting off your back, and that's also building a lot of tension through that area. So we want to undo a bit of that. It's going to help you move better on the mats, and it's going to help you perform better and be in less pain. So I'm going to show you two stretches. The first one, the tabletop press, I want you to do this before class. So everyone's hanging out 5 minutes before the class starts. You're going to jump down on the mats. You're going to take a seat. It's real simple. I'm going to turn my thumbs forward and my fingers to face out, and I'm going to place them behind me. Now, I place them and my hands at shoulder width, okay? I want to lock my elbows, and notice what I do here. I'm going to pull my shoulder blades back and down, all right? Now I'm keeping that position, keeping my chest up. I plant my feet on the ground, and then all I want to do is push through the floor, through the hands, as I drive my hips to the ceiling. In this top position, I'm really squeezing the shoulder blades together, and I'm trying to squeeze my glutes. Now, if you're really tight here, you won't be able to get your hips up all the way, that's okay. But I don't want you to kind of stick your belly up in the air. I want you to try and stay neutral through the torso. So I'm gonna keep my rib cage pulled down into my hips, all right? We're gonna go for 10 reps of this. So I'm gonna hit that top position, reset, press, reset. Notice I tilt the head back so that I'm staying nice and long through the neck. And then on that last rep, we're gonna hold it for 10 seconds in the stretch position. Again, pressing through the palms, pulling the shoulder blades back and down, keeping my rib cage down, all right? So we're performing 10 reps, holding the last rep for 10 seconds. If you can do 1 or 2 sets of this before training, great, it's gonna help you move better. Now, let's just say you've finished training, you've had a big session, whether it's been stand-up fighting or ground work, you wanna start to unlock the body. One of the main recovery issues we see in BJJ is people leave the mats after training in the evening, and they go home, they get in the car, they go home, they jump into bed after they've had dinner, whatever, wake up in the morning, and they feel like shit, body's all locked up. Now what's happened is you've left class all adrenalized, the body's got a lot of tension in it, but you don't know about that. You're just feeling high off the awesome training session you just had. But what happens is you go to bed, you get locked in a position, you wake up, that's when you start to feel the aches and pains of the training session the day before. So what we want to do is spend a couple of minutes to unlock the tension in the body after training. It's going to help to relax the nervous system, and it's going to put us in a better position to recover faster and more effectively. So this is the stretch that I want you to do after class. Hands go behind me. Notice I keep the fingers spread and active. I'm placing them at shoulder width. Now here, I'm going to walk the feet forward. I'm going to pull the shoulder blades back and down, so same position as our tabletop press, nice and long through the chest. And then I'm going to lift my hips up and scoop my hips forward, okay, like a dirty ground fighter. Now once I'm here, I want to keep a bit of pressure through the stretching tissues. So I'm actually going to press my hands into the floor just gently, and I'm going to continue to push my shoulder blades down and squeeze them together as much as I can. I'm hanging out here, I'm breathing, ideally nasal breathing, so in and out through the nose, or at least in the nose, out of the mouth. This is going to help to speed up recovery. And on each exhale, I'm just going to push a little bit deeper into the stretch. So I'm in, and I'm out, as I sink a bit further into the stretch. Again, I'm pressing my hands into the floor, and I'm hanging out in this position. Now, I'd like you to spend around 60 to 90 seconds in this position, 1 to 2 sets. The beauty of this is that you can do it in your training gear on the mats while you're catching up with your training partners. So you can still be involved in whatever shenanigans are going on after class, but it just means that you're getting a little bit of stretching done so that you are going to recover better, and ultimately over the long run, you're going to have better moving and better performing shoulders.